Welcome back. Please listen to the end today. The Persian Empire and Alexander the Great. Once upon a time, in a land far away, there existed a mighty empire known as Persia. Imagine a realm stretching from the sun-soaked deserts to the fertile valleys. A land where cultures mingled like colors on an artist's palette. This is the tale of the Persian Empire and the daring conquests of a young warrior named Alexander the Great, whose journey would shape the course of history. Picture a world where kings ruled with an iron hand and vast armies marched to the beat of drums. The Persian Empire, led by powerful monarchs, stood as a shining jewel in the ancient world. Its heart was the capital city of Persepolis, a place of grand palaces and towering columns that seemed to reach for the heavens. The Persians were skilled builders, crafting splendid cities, intricate gardens, and great roads that connected their far-flung territories. But the Persian Empire was not just a land of riches. It was a realm of diversity. Peoples of various cultures and traditions coexisted under its banner, from the Greeks to the Egyptians, from the Babylonians to the Indian. This melting pot of civilizations created a tapestry of languages, religions, and stories that wove together to form the rich fabric of Persia. At the height of its power, the Persian Empire was ruled by a king known as Darius the Great. His reign was marked by stability and innovation as he introduced a standardized currency, created a vast postal system, and built a network of roads that linked his empire. Like the veins of a giant organism, Darius was a visionary leader who aimed to unite his diverse subjects under a single umbrella of governance. But across the sea, in a land known as Greece, a young warrior was rising to prominence. This warrior was Alexander, a prince of Macedonia, a kingdom to the north of Greece. From a young age, Alexander showed an insatiable hunger for knowledge and a fierce determination to follow in the footsteps of the legendary heroes of old. Imagine Alexander as a child, sitting at the feet of his tutor, the great philosopher Aristotle. Aristotle nurtured his curious mind, filling it with tales of heroes, ethics, and the wonders of the world. Little did anyone know that this young prince would one day change the course of history. As Alexander grew older, his ambitions expanded. He dreamed not just of becoming a king, but of achieving greatness beyond the borders of his kingdom. His opportunity came when he ascended to the throne. After the death of his father, King Philip II, at the age of only 20, Alexander took up the mantle of leadership, determined to leave his mark on the world. With a heart full of ambition and a mind teeming with plans, Alexander set his sights on the Persian Empire. He believed that by conquering Persia, he could unite the East and the West under his rule, creating a harmonious world where cultures could thrive together. And so, with an army at his back and the wind of destiny in his sails, Alexander set out on a journey that would challenge even the most audacious dreams. The clash between Alexander's Macedonian forces and the mighty Persian Empire marked the beginning of a series of battles that would shape history. Picture Alexander, a young man with piercing eyes and a fierce determination, leading his troops across deserts and mountains, through battles that tested their resolve and bravery. His leadership was inspiring, his tactics brilliant, and his courage unwavering. The first major showdown between Alexander and the Persian forces took place at the Battle of Issa. Imagine the clash of shields, the thunder of hooves, and the grit of warriors. As they fought with all their might, against all odds, Alexander emerged victorious, proving himself as a military genius, with a deep understanding of strategy and the art of war. But the battle that would forever etch Alexander's name into history was yet to come. The city of Gaugamela was the stage for the decisive showdown between Alexander and the Persian king Darius AD. Imagine the tension in the air as the two armies faced off, each side, knowing that the outcome of this battle would determine the fate of empires. As the sun rose on that fateful day, the battlefield became a whirlwind of chaos and determination. Alexander's forces fought valiantly, using their superior tactics and unwavering resolve to gain the upper hand. Darius, despite his immense power and wealth, was unable to turn the tide in his favor. The Battle of Gaugamela ended with a resounding victory for Alexander, who was now poised to march on the heart of the Persian Empire. Alexander's conquest of Persia was not just a military campaign. It was a clash of cultures and ideologies. The Persians, with their rich history and diverse traditions, were no easy foe to conquer. Yet, Alexander's ability to adapt, his respect for local customs, and his charisma won him the loyalty of many Persians. He even married a Persian princess named Roxana, seeking to bridge the gap between East and West. Imagine the awe and wonder as Alexander entered the opulent city of Babylon, the jewel of the Persian Empire. The people hailed him as a conqueror, a liberator, and a visionary. Yet, even as he basked in the glory of his victories, Alexander's ambitions continued to drive him forward. His journey took him to the far reaches of the Persian Empire, through deserts, mountains, and valleys. He crossed rivers and conquered cities, leaving his mark on the lands he touched. And with each victory, his legend grew, his name becoming synonymous with greatness and audacity. But like all tales of conquest, Alexander's story was not without its challenges and tragedies. His relentless pursuit of glory took a toll on his soldiers, who had marched thousands of miles and faced countless dangers. And as he pushed deeper into the heart of Asia, his troops began to grow weary, longing for the familiar comforts of home. As Alexander's empire expanded, he faced the daunting task of governing the vast territories he had conquered. He implemented policies that promoted cultural exchange, encouraged intermarriage between Greeks and Persians, and established cities that served as hubs of trade and innovation. He even founded a city named after himself, Alexandria, which would become a center of learning and scholarship for centuries to come. But as he looked ahead to new horizons, fate intervened. In the year 323 BC, at the age of just 32, Alexander fell ill and passed away. His death marked the end of an era, leaving behind a legacy that would forever shape the course of history. His empire, once united under his rule, fragmented into smaller kingdoms, each vying for power and dominance. And so, the story of the Persian Empire and Alexander the Great comes to a close. Yet their legacies continue to resonate through the ages. The Persian Empire, with its rich culture and traditions, left an indelible mark on the world. Its influence can be seen in the languages, religions, and customs that have persisted for centuries. As for Alexander, he became a symbol of ambition, leadership, and the unrelenting pursuit of greatness. His legacy lives on in the stories we tell of daring dreams and audacious feats. He showed us that with vision, courage, and determination, even the mightiest of empires can be challenged and transformed by the power of human will. The end. Thank you for watching. Please give us a high rating and subscribe to our channel.